We are back. Rick Armbrust just lost that match over there against Slavo. So he's right back up here on this table versus Gary Lutman. He's getting 10-8. That was the last match to finish over there in that round. So because Peter Horton was not able to make today, we only have 3 matches going this round. And these are all players that just lost their first matches of the day, playing their first matches on the one-loss side. We've got Joey Barrera in action. We've got Ray Skenandori in action. Skenandor. Right here, we've got Rick Armbrust and Gary Lutman.
Next winners round match is either 10-6 or 11-5. I'm thinking Tim and Brian probably versus is a 10-6 race.
Yeah.
Instead of Vilmos.
Because we'll have Vilmos all day. We'll have Vilmos all day. Sorry about that. Discussing what our next match was going to be. Gary pushes out. If Rick doesn't go to make the ball, he's got a pretty straightforward safety. He left him an edge. Went for the same safety, but didn't get it. I don't think the 1 clears the 6 to the side pocket, but the combination goes, and he should be able to keep shape on the 1 afterwards. Sorry, waiting for that match to end with Rick and Gary reminded me how tired I am. Rick opted for the safety. Good safety. You can hear Chuck in the background. Don't forget, we've got the raffle going. The cases are in from JB Cases. So we're raffling off a Peach Hour Q, a set of Aramith balls, and a JB case. If you're really jonesing to get involved in the raffle online, you can PayPal me and I'll get tickets for you and send you pictures of them. We're going to do the draw around 5 o'clock today. You can PayPal me at housepro@azbilliards.com. And then if you do, post something here in the chat so I see it. It looks like Rick can go to the rail here on the right and hit the 1. He might have to spin it a little bit to hold it. Expect that. It's going to give Gary ball in hand.
Yeah, I think that's another one that was so close, overturned. A little bit of the stands. From the 1-yard line.
shot. Looks pretty straight in. I don't know if he'll draw it back out of there or if he'll just roll forward a little bit and leave the angle. Really, if he rolls forward and leaves the angle, he's heading right towards the 4 after he makes the 3. He's loading up draw. Maybe a little too much. Shot and a real favorable bump from the 8 ball. That bump might have given him the rack. Go ahead and roll up to the, well, maybe not roll up to the rail. Yeah, just come straight across. Either way, it's all pretty elementary. (1-0) Gary Lutman over Rick Armbrust. Okay, Lutman to break. Looked like that ball was going to hold up, and then it got kicked in. He can see the 2, but the 7's a little bit further off the rail than the 2. And I don't think he can see enough of the 2 for the carom. It's no gimme. Nice safety. It looks like he may have left him the 2, and the 7 makes it a bigger pocket. If he left him the edge, which it looks like he did, then he can make the 2. Good shot. Left the 3. Needs to come a little further over. I don't think he meant to leave that much angle on it. He should still be okay. Comes down to not coming far enough across on the 5. Follow to the bottom rail and back. Just like that. Gary should be up 2-0 here in just about 3 shots. Gary has a lot of body English when he shoots the ball. He kind of lunges forward a little bit sometimes when he shoots. But it works out for him. Gary takes advantage of another Armbrust error and now leads 2-0. You could see Ray Skenador there at the top of the screen as he came to the table. Scratched on the break. Brick's had an opportunity in both of the first 2 racks, and he's going to have a nice opportunity here. It looks like the 2 may just barely clear the 5. He doesn't exactly have a big window to get to hit the 2 after the 1 ring. This. Have to play safe. Thin the 2. Maybe put the cue ball the other side of the 7-8. Avoid that 6. Okay. That works too. Nice 2-rail kick. And Rick can see the left-hand side of the 2, but not enough to make it. It doesn't even look like he can see enough of it to bank it back. And Gary leaves an opening for Gary, or Rick leaves an opening for Gary. In front of the 3. I don't think the combination leads anywhere. So Gary probably plays safe here. shot could have gone terribly wrong if he'd have made that call. He almost made the 5. Two rails, he's going to have to create an awful lot of angle here. Hit it solid. And he's going to get a nice safety out of it. Doesn't look like he left a combination. You may be able to throw that 5 ball in, because they look pretty frozen together. You don't have to throw it very far. And he's trying to make this 5 ball in the corner. And almost made the 3. It looks like the 7 clears the 8 if he can get that far. Yeah, so far. This 3 ball goes all day. He's just got to stroke the ball to get back down here for the 5. Good shot, and he's not going to like the leave. Not going to like that leave at all. Two rails for the 5? No, just 1 rail. He hit it, and he's going to sell it out. Well, maybe not. From that angle, he definitely didn't sell it out if he left an edge. He may not have even done that. Okay, he's getting right down on it, so there must be an edge. Gary definitely did not leave an edge. Continuing to see the pattern of a late error in the rack from Rick and Gary pouncing to win the game. Could have come down a little further, but he should be all right. How far is he going to go? I didn't think Rick was going to have a window there. He's hoping to kick this into the side. Rick is on 2. Being on 2 is not going to matter. I wonder if that loss in his first match of the day is made an impression on Rick. He just doesn't seem very sharp today, or at least in this match he doesn't. Made the 3. He can see the 1. He can't make the 1. Well, he can make it if he hits it perfect this way, just like that. Our first 3 racks have been kind of back and forth affairs. There's no back and forth here. He's saying no back and forth. Rick's taking a break. While he's taking that break, I'm going to take a break. So I will be right back. And that's why you don't put it on a carousel when you take a break. Oh no. Rick just can't buy a break right now. I talked a little bit to Gary on that break, and he said he felt like he was getting into a groove there in that last rack, and then he just got a little funny on that 7. It's a dry break, but I don't know that Rick wants to take on this combination. It doesn't look like it came down far enough to make it. Depending on how much of the one he can see, he may have the carom. As quick as he's getting down on it, I think he can see enough of it. And now I'm not sure. He's going to have Chuck look at it. Rick walked right through that shot. He was thinking about the 2-ball the whole way. Good shot. Make the 3 and just settle for the long 4-ball up the rail. Yep. That 8-ball's going to get in the way when he tries to get on the 5, though. No, he got under it. Nice shot. I didn't think you could get by the 8 there. Gary looks like he's out here. Pretty straightforward from here. Gary Lutman over Rick Armbrust. Again, Rick just came off of a loss in his first match of the day. That may still, that may have taken the wind out of his sails a little bit. He's certainly making more errors than we're used to seeing.
Cleveland predicted to win like 2 games all season, and they're playing Steelers tough.
Yeah. Well, but Steelers have also turned over the ball like 5 times.
5 times, yeah. But still, Cleveland was predicted to be the worst team in the NFL.
I think maybe it's a prediction of a tie between them and us for the worst team in the NFL.
We're supposed to be we're supposed to win 5.5 games according to the Vegas. Well, you already knew that, right?
Yeah.
So. Still want to take that bet.
And he can see all of the 1. Yeah. He's trying to figure out where he wants to get on the 2. This is really, in my opinion, I don't know how much of this you've been watching, but it just seems like Rick is kind of given most of this match away.
Yeah. He's made a couple of good shots, but yeah, he has given it away. He's had opportunities and hasn't really taken advantage of them.
Good shot.
Gary's been shooting good. He's got one of those strokes that doesn't look like it's very, it's kind of a push stroke, but he just makes everything.
Yeah, and he kind of lunges a little bit into the ball.
He does. He gets on it, and he just kind of really pushes through it, but he gets on everything. That's 681 for no reason.
Well, anything will work for you if you can do it consistently.
Yep.
And he seems to be able to push that ball consistently.
Yep.
Nice spin there.
Mm-hmm.
Saw that shot.
This is getting ugly in a hurry.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see they had 2 chest wall hangings. I saw one. I didn't see the second one. It just looks like the opposite of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
very well decorated room here at Griff's. A lot of old time billiard memorabilia, autographed photos, tournament posters.
You got some eye candy with Elizabeth Taylor and Audrey Hepburn on the wall.
Yeah.
Classic black and white photos.
Made the 1. Made the 7.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a shot on the 2. So you're saying we're going to have Brian Long and Tim Daniel up here next?
Yes. We had 10-6 race.
And that'll be for the right to play for the hot seat.
Yep.
Right. It's an understatement to say you've got to win this rack.
Oh yeah.
But
it kind of has to. But
you know, with this rack, how can you think you deserve to win the match if you can't win this rack?
Rick usually shoots very consistent, very deliberate, and he just, like you said, he really isn't. He even got pretty straight there to get down on the floor, but he looks like he can draw a little off angle. But yeah, he's just, he's been playing well the whole tournament, but he just really isn't. Of course, day 2, I'm guilty. You play really good on day 1, and you come back on day 2, and you just don't play as well.
How bad did he lose to Slavo over there?
It was actually 9-6.
And it was a 9-9 race.
Yes, it was a 9-9 race. It was a 9-6 is what he lost. And it was 6-6. So he lost 3 in a row. But, you come back on day 2 and just something happens. It's because you have so much concentration on day 1. It's really hard to hold that kind of mental concentration for 2 days. I said I know very well.
I see him doing that a lot.
It's the way he measures his shots. I don't like it. It's not very.
Well, he was measuring to see if he could get by the 9.
Yeah, if he hits the 9, if he hits it, and I just don't like. It didn't look very precise. You just hold it up in the air, but it worked. But what's funny is it looks like you have a lot of room there, but you really only got about a 4-inch window, not to scratch there and not to hit the 9 because of the angle it was at. So
right.
It's actually a pretty accurate shot, or needs to be an accurate shot. Should be interesting. He's going to draw the ball as opposed to going past it and following. I like actually coming back farther and following it to the end rail, 2 rails to the 9. This way here he's going to have to actually draw it back, which is harder to control than the follow is, in my humble opinion. But he hit it good.
Yeah, he did. The skunk is off.
Yeah, like I said, I like coming on the other side of the 8 ball on that shot and going just forward to the rail as a natural shot, 2 rails for the 9, as opposed to that draw. But when you hit him that good, I mean, it's still a 60 or 70% shot versus an 80% shot, so it's not really.
Well, and it's a question of what your preference is.
Well, it is, but it's also what's natural. With the draw, you got to force it. If you're rolling forward, you just basically are rolling the natural where the ball wants to go. And that's what I was getting at. Is it's a little easier letting the ball go naturally than it is trying to force it backwards.
Right.
But again, we're talking about a 70% versus 80 or 90%. Still your odds are good to get there. But you literally have.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sutherland. Made the 1. He can see the 2. Does that 4-7 look wired in the side?
No. It's running into the 6.
If that's the case, he may have to shoot it in the left-hand side pocket.
Go down the corner. It looks like it might not go past it. It may just be a safe. You play to play safe. On this shot here, you come out 2 rails and you actually play the ball to play safe. That's the 5, right? After 4? Or is it?
It's the 4 on the 7.
Really? Okay.
I believe.
No, I think it's the 5. I think the 4's on this end rail down here.
Well, if that's the case, then you play shape for a combination.
Yeah, that could be too. But you may be right. It might be the 4 on the 7. It's hard to tell because they made these balls supposedly because they're supposed to be easier to tell the difference. But there's 4 balls, 2 sets of balls that look like each other.
Now I'm not positive.
He's going to play safe.
He wants the 4. No, I was right the first time.
It was. I said,
Okay.
I thought you said you were right. Yeah, I said, yeah, he's going to play safe. That's why I realized it was the 4 when they did that. Calling the 9.
I would have liked to have seen a better safety there.
It could have gone up against the 5.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't really commit to it to go up against the 5 ball instead of just going to the rail. If he goes against the 5 ball, he doesn't have this this 1 rail kick.
Right.
But that's the difference in your 680s to 700s versus your low 600s or high 500s. Is you play safe to block the ball as opposed to playing safe right up on the ball. We've said that a number of times. You lock up safeties, or you have, well, I'm safe, he's not going to run out, or lock up, I'm getting ball in hand no matter what.
Yeah. There's a big difference between he can't run out and he can't control the table.
Right.
That was an interesting shot on the table next to us.
Yeah, he's a 436. He shoots pretty solid. He's one of our. He's a 436, and he's actually in playing for the right to play. To get 7th, 8th.
It dawned on me a little bit earlier. This is the first event, I believe, that we've ever had with no juniors.
Yeah. And last year here we actually had 6 of them.
Yeah, and they all played great.
Yep. Yeah, 4 of them played 9-speed or better. Of course, the fact that we, bumped up against the end of the junior nationals made a little difference.
Tim, I'm with you. It doesn't look like a 436 to me. Well, he got a little junior roll there off the 8, but I don't know if he got anything on the 5.
Yeah, I went back and double-checked his score. And that's what it is, and he has more than 200 games, so. Everybody has a good tournament in them. In order to win a tournament, you have to play above your level, in my opinion. So.
All right, well, he can't run the rack, but can he control the table? It's 1 rail. If he 1 rails it and makes it, he's probably got the 6.
Yeah, I think it's yeah.
He can't. I don't think he can stop it. I think he has to roll forward just a hair.
Just that, or you just can drop back just a hair. If he, the other thing is, if he had to, you could actually force it backwards and go to the rail and out. But I still think so the 9's in a bad position. If you roll forward and try to bring the cue ball 3 rails for the 7, the 9's in a really tough position there. You almost got to call it.
He's winding up with draw. Okay.
Hence, that's what I was thinking.
Now
It
he's
is a
got the
tougher
angle.
shot, though. Yeah, and he gets the angle and gets on the other side of the 7 where he needs to.
I like his chances from here, but we've seen players miss this shot.
This one here, you can't just draw it straight. You got to kind of, you got to use some English to get it to the rail in order to come back out. But, so it is a little touchy, but I do like his, I like his chances.
Gary gave it to him. Rick's woke up a little bit here.
Yep. Well, Gary gave him an opportunity, and now all of a sudden he's thinking, "Oh, I have a chance."
Pilot radio, right? Like he's pilot. Yeah. His own pilot. It has like a weird, like the
I was looking to see what that comment was.
comes down with the group. So it's like a double group. So it's like this and like this.
Can't click on it. Won't let me.
Yeah, I can't hear either.
Probably says somebody has more experience, more.
Yeah, for some reason, Tim, we can't read your
More
entire comment.
More knowledge, yeah. Very strange.
Of course, we're on a phone and a tablet. Nice shot there. He shot that carom combo, made it look a lot easier than I thought it was. I'm not sure what he's going to do with the 6 ball here.
good price. 190 strap with the last one. 1,000. People are selling them for like 12 or something like that.
Is he going to break it out?
Look at that.
Yes, he is. He didn't need to break it open very much. Now his cue ball's going to be going the wrong direction. But he's
How did he cuts in the corner? We're going to go around 3 rails.
yeah, he's been shooting the 3-railer pretty well.
It's natural. Too hard. Little hard.
Jeez.
Samsung, you know.
Yeah, something like that. Big pocket. I like just rolling forward. Nothing difficult. I mean, he doesn't want to get straight in.
He's got an
He's
angle
fine
now.
here.
Just draw it back a little bit.
Rick's making it a match.
He hasn't had to shoot the 9-ball in any of the 3 games that he's won. He's actually only
Only 1 rack behind if you consider the handicap.
yeah.
Well, that works out well.
I gotta move the ball back though.
Okay, move it back.
No, it's fine. You got it. Man, just say it.
I didn't see the 2 out there. Like the 2 roll forward. As long as you clear the 9. Oh, you cleared the 9, all right.
0-0.
It hurts too much.
Dodgers are up 4-2.
Supposed to be out here.
Another one of those supposed to be racks.
I think he's playing good. I think he might have gone outside and had a conversation with himself and asked himself if he was ready to go home yet.
He didn't try to come back at all on that one. Nice shot.
Just
Make
played
this
the
ball
natural
and break
roll.
this out a little bit, unless it goes straight in.
I don't think you have to break it out. I think you hit it with inside and
You don't have to break it out.
No,
but
there
if
he
you
goes.
don't. But if you don't get straight on it, you're coming into the 9-ball. So now where does the 9-ball go if you make the 8?
well, if I can hit it with inside and miss the 9, I'm going to come up short of straight in.
That's what you're hoping to do, is to come in short, but you got to be able to hold it and make the 7 go 2 feet.
Hey, if I decide I'm coming up short, I'm coming up
This
short.
isn't short.
Straight in now. He's going to draw out of there. He's probably still going to hit the 9. No, he's not. Stroked that real nice.
It just didn't look like it. We have a tie ball game here. You both need 4.
Well, and I like the fact that Rick is showing some confidence again, and
More of the Rick that I'm used to seeing.
yeah, reminding Gary that he didn't just get buys to get to today.
Unlike Junior Flores. You got to buy to get to 7th, 8th.
Well, you got to like coming back on the winner's side, knowing even if you lose, you get to buy the next round.
Well, I didn't tell anybody before it happened. I knew about it, but
Ooh, it's coming down hard at Cleveland. He made a ball. Where are you going, 2-ball?
we only have a minute left of overtime in that Cleveland Steelers game.
And Cleveland still won't have a win.
They try to Steelers tried a field goal and didn't make it.
Yeah.
Oh, he dropped the ball. All right, we're back to pool. Sorry.
And he's got to shoot the combo.
Yeah, I just got to control the cue ball. Oh, I needed to hit the three.
He did not.
No, he needed to hit the three there. It's not that hard of a kick, because he can kick it past the 8-ball to make the one, but I can't believe it.
Probably more Cowboys fans out there than. Alright, Gary's going to have a little bit more work to do to get out here. 4 to 6. There's no walk in the park. I don't know that he can make the 3 and draw back to the long rail where his hand is. No, he cannot, and he left himself dead hooked. Hello, Marilyn and Andrew. He's going to try to rail first it here. He's going to do more than try. And it's a whole lot easier to get on the 6 now.
It's still over here.
Meanwhile, Rick has got ball in hand on the 6.
I do not know what you're talking about.
He's looking awfully straight.
Yeah, but you just drop back about 3 inches. Before you even stop it, you just roll forward.
Everything became offensive. Oh, man.
Going into a blind pocket. Everybody's favorite cut shot to a blind pocket.
On a diamond, yeah.
Gary goes ahead 7-4.
Must be shooting good. I haven't seen you miss a shot in an hour. Because you haven't shot.
It was great when I started, and then my phone had been going off nonstop, and I don't play well half-assed or distracted.
Yeah, no, you gotta concentrate for sure.
No, I'm never gonna be like that player who can just
It's
fucking
like a dry break and nothing on the one.
on or off.
Yeah.
The finish is not exactly like
Um,
to me, you know, like back to 5 6, and I was like, no. Like, it doesn't change how
He can come up behind it and hit it. I don't think he even has an edge unless he wants to come behind it.
Well, it's not that much of a, little short masse to hit the edge and possibly make it, but you're leaving it open if you don't make it.
He had the edge after all.
He did try to masse that a little bit. You notice he really hit down into it a little bit, even though it was. Oh wow, he went farther than he.
Yeah, he went too far. I thought he was getting shape on the 3. Here's that back cut into a blind pocket again.
Yeah, but this one's going straight into the hole. He's up about 4 inches above the spot, or 5 inches above the spot, and that's a dangerous thing.
Oh, he's going the other way. Or it looked like he was going the other way.
Well, he's playing
He's
safe
playing
behind
safe
the
now,
8-9.
yeah.
Ooh. He tried to bank it. He hit it hard enough to try to bank it.
Penalty so far against Kansas City, none accepted against the Chargers.
The 2 ball behind the 8-9. Oh no, he can make it.
Wow,
Get
look at that.
real good on the 3.
And he moved the 4 into the hole.
I don't know that the 8 clears the 9, but yeah, that's what he's looking at now. With the carom's on.
Looks like the carom's definitely on. Or if he gets bad, straight down in the corner.
I like real first here, but he's not going to.
That real first shot is really hard to control the speed on the cue ball because it accelerates off that second ball. And it comes in shallow a lot of times.
You mentioned it. Their ranking was not very impressive last year, although Gordon had his best numbers individually. They were ranked 24th as a team, but they were the #1 passing team in the NFL.
I don't know if he puts this 7.
Keeps moving up the charts in all major categories. Second 5.
Kind of got halfway here. I mean, he can cut it to the side. He can cut it to the corner.
Today is Anthony Lynn. Not sure what that means. Well, pound for pound.
He's got 200 of them. Pounds in his.
He's not going to like this.
That would have been a sure touchdown.
Oops. I think we want to look at the back of his shirt. Oh, so now he moves over to show it on the other side. That was an interesting safety. He made it.
Either $5 a ticket, 5 tickets for $20, or 20 tickets for $50.
Rick's checking the score. It's 8-4. Gary made a ball, left a cluster. He can see the one. Made the 2 and the 3. Nice cut there. Not sure what he left himself. I can't tell if he's left enough of this 4 to make it. The 9 is close. Well, we're going to find out.
He missed all 4 preseason games, dealing with a sore left heel, torn Achilles in the season opener last year when the Chiefs shot the New England Patriots. Barry, in attendance, Andy Reid let his rival as he decision was made. And Andy told us that, hey, Arizona's been honest with me. He'll let us know when he feels ready. Nice play. Inside handoff, Derek Watt.
And Rick's going to earn ball in hand here. So now you've got ball in hand. 4. Draw it back for the 5. This is about as bearing down and making each ball. He's all right bumping the 8 here if need be. Yeah. It looked like he jumped up on that shot. May have been a little bit of, I know I'm supposed to run this rack out. Yeah, he jumped up a little bit. Gary's going to make him pay for it. He didn't get completely straight. I think he can still hit it with top. Yeah, hit it with top and go up and back. This will put Gary on the hill.
I have 10. They're doubles.
All right, again, we're going to have Tim Daniel and Brian Long on this table next. This match may be over. He's called it. And he's making it. All right, that's it. Gary Lutman over Rick Armbrust, 10-4. Rick will finish in 9th place. Gary will move on. He'll have a match coming right up. I'm not sure who it'll be against. We'll be right